Hello everyone, I'm Shruti Parashar. I welcome you to my channel Biology 360. Today we are going to discuss the structure of antibody and antigen-antibody interaction. This lecture is helpful for ICSE, CBSE, IGCSE and HSC board students and also for the students planning to give NEET, AIMS and Olympiad exams. Before I start discussing about the structure of antibody, we must know what is immunity. Immunity is basically a resistance power or an ability of a host to fight the disease-causing organism. And so for a host to fight against the disease-causing organism, we require antibodies. Antibodies are glycoproteins which are highly specific to specific antigens. As we can see here, glycoproteins. It means that antibodies are made up of two components, carbohydrates and proteins. And they are specific to specific antigens. Antigens are substances which when introduced into the body stimulate the production of antibody. Antibodies are also known as immunoglobulins. They are produced in response to antigenic stimulation. Antibodies are produced by plasma cells. Plasma cells are formed by B lymphocytes. Approximately 2000 molecules of antibodies are produced per second. Antibody is a Y-shaped molecule. It is made up of 4 polypeptide chains, 2 heavy or H chains and 2 light or L chains. Heavy chains have 440 amino acids and light chains have 220 amino acids, and hence they are called heavy and light chains. The 4 polypeptide chains are held together by disulfide bonds, that is S single bond S, to form a Y-shaped structure. In this slide, we see the structure of antibody. As mentioned earlier, it's a Y-shaped molecule. The blue chain that we see here is a heavy chain, and the red chains that we see here are the light chains. And then also the antibody has antigen binding sites, and each light and heavy chain has two regions, variable region and constant region. The region holding together arms and stem of antibody is termed as hinge. Light and heavy chains are subdivided into variable and constant region. Variable region constitute the antigen binding site. So the antigen binds to the antibody at the variable region. Most antibodies carry two antigen binding sites, and hence they are said to be bivalent. Small variations in the variable region make each antibody highly specific for a particular antigen. The variable region enables the antibody to recognize the specific antigen and bind to specific antigen in a lock and key manner, forming an antigen-antibody complex. So antigen and antibody, they bind to each other in a lock and key manner. Formation of antigen and antibody complex. When we do study of antigen and antibody interactions, it is called as serology. Combining sites of antigen called antigenic determinants or epitopes react with the corresponding antigen binding sites of antibodies called paratopes. So the antigen binding sites of antibodies are also called paratopes. Epitopes are the specific antigenic determinants. On the surface of antigen, we find epitopes. So these epitopes and paratopes, they bind to each other in a lock and key manner. The variable region enables the antibody to recognize the specific antigen and bind to specific antigen in a lock and key manner, forming an antigen-antibody complex. In this slide, we see an image where antigen-antibody complex formation. Here we see the antibody. We also see an antigen. It has antigenic determinants or epitopes. So the antigen binding site of antibody or paratope binds to the epitope. So we can see in this image the antigen antibody binding. There are different types of antibodies or immunoglobulins, namely number 1, IgG. It is the most abundant and predominant antibody. It is the only antibody to cross placenta. Second, IgA. This antibody is found in saliva and tears. It is also available in colostrum and mother's milk. 3, IgM. It is produced early in the primary response. IgM is bigger in size, therefore it is also known as macroimmunoglobulin. Fourth, IgD. It functions as antigen receptor. And fifth, IgE. It is concentrated in mucous membrane, skin and lungs. It plays important role against helminthus infection. Helminthus are basically the worms. So when an individual suffers from any worm infection or helminthus infection, the concentration of IgE in the body increases. Friends, I hope this video will help you to understand the structure of antibody and the antigen-antibody interaction. Do subscribe to this channel to get all the latest videos on biology. Thank you.